Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. So we're starting out at Horseshoe Lake, which is in Roche Lake Provincial Park. And we're going to take a little drive over to another lake called Bleeker Lake. Bleeker Lake is just outside of this park. This is a forestry campsite here. I think it's $15 a night. There's just pit toilets here, but it's a nice little place to stay. You can fish right here if you're into fly fishing, or I'm not sure what the regulations are. Might need to be barbless hooks, or could even be fly fishing only, I don't know. Now this campsite right here is actually closed right now. They're redoing it, so I don't know what that means, if they're just fixing the road up or what. Here's a little picture of the park, and if you see on the top left there, that's basically where we're going to be going. And then off the map it kind of points towards Bleeker Lake, and that's yeah, like I say, just outside the park. It's a little bumpy right now, this road. It used to be really good, but that's quite some time ago. I remember the last time they redid it was probably the mid-90s. Doesn't look that bad, but it's pretty bouncy. It's fine if you have a truck or something, but I wouldn't bring anything like a motorhome in here. Now this park, we're just south of Kamloops, less than a half an hour probably. Actually, yeah, probably about 20 minutes to the turn off, and maybe another 20 minutes up here, something like that. But I'll put a link to the video where we turn up here off of the old highway between Merritt and Kamloops called Highway 5A. And so I have a video where we start there and head up this direction. I'll put a link to it anyway, give you an idea where this is. Horseshoe Lake, I'm pretty sure it still has one, but there used to be an aerator on there. I'm pretty sure I saw a power box when we were sitting there just by the boat launch. So what that means is if you come up here in the wintertime on a snowmobile or something, don't go out on the lake. It's going to have parts that are going to be really, really thin because of the air bubbling up underneath the ice. Pretty dangerous. They do that to try to keep the fish alive through the winter. Lack of oxygen, usually really cold years where there's a lot of snow, you end up with these winter kills where the fish die simply because of the oxygen being eaten up by vegetation breaking down, that sort of thing. Seems to be a cycle. I don't know, maybe every 5 years or something there's a really bad kill in these lakes up here, winter kill. So we're coming up to this the road here. If you went to the right, it's going to take you to a spot called Roche Lake the west side campsite. And that's also another area that's being closed right now when I'm doing this video. This is end of September, early October. I think this whole area is closed. Hopefully they're redoing the road, because that road was really bad going in there. But we're going to the left, and this is the main road that comes up from the highway. If you went to the right, it would take you to Roche Lake and a couple other lakes up that way. There's lots of wildlife in this area. Chances are pretty good you might see a moose anywhere along here. Bears, deer, of course. A few other things. So the right side of the road here, this is the park boundary. So everything beyond the road here is it's just forestry land. And so the rules change. I don't think in the park you're allowed to drive ATVs, but because this is the other side of the road, you could unload an ATV on this side and head this direction. This road used to be really rough coming in here. I remember in the 90s, early 90s and that. And then at some point, they were doing a bunch of logging in here, and they punched this road through, made it wider, because they were bringing logging trucks through here. But it was really smooth. It was like a highway going through here suddenly. It used to be really tough to get in here. And especially down the side of the lake, there's like an old homestead or something there. You can see remnants of a bunch of log buildings. And it was kind of neat because it used to take quite a bit of effort to get to that point if you had a vehicle. Big, huge potholes and stuff. I had a Jeep at the time, and it was quite a challenge unless you had a lot of clearance and huge tires. But since they've made this road wider going around, it's you could take a car in there at some point. Like, it's getting a little rougher now, but once they when they redid it, it suddenly was super flat and super easy to drive anything in here. And of course that meant everybody discovered this little homestead thing, and it kind of took a beating. There's lots of people digging holes looking for stuff around there, and they don't bother filling anything in. So last time I was there, it was just a sea of big holes people have dug all through this area, because it's like it's kind of a neat thing. It's like more than one building, and there's only maybe a couple of logs left in height. But yeah, anyway, it was pretty neat to see at the time, because it was like this only kind of open grassy area along the lake. It was kind of really stood out. It was a perfect place to build a house. This road's a little rough. It's not bad, but I was a little surprised coming in here. I haven't been in here in quite a while, and we've had a really, really dry summer. So this lake is pretty empty. I've never seen it like this. A lot of these lakes are connected by creeks, and they have little, I don't know, we wouldn't really call them a dam, but I guess it's like flow control of some type. So they'll open it up for irrigation and that sort of thing, but all of this in front of us is normally underwater. Well, beyond the grass. We see that white kind of chalky mud. Yeah, so beyond all those little dead trees and stuff on the ground there, that's usually just at the shoreline. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. Still a neat little camping spot, but at the time I think there was a lot of bugs here when I came through. This is right at the end of summer. Gotta watch in spots like this. People smash bottles and stuff. So just trying to find a place because there's a fire ring. But anyway, thanks for watching this. If you like this kind of thing, think about subscribing. Give it a like. Always appreciate that. And other than that, I'll catch you on the next one.